Alright guys, welcome back to Team Stolen Service. We're here with Brian. He got second place at Fredericton. How you feel about this deck?
Like Cash, I honestly think it's a good deck, but I'm never gonna touch it. Like I think Shifter is just fucking stupid.
Well, he got second place, so can I say anything else? Any shout out?
Shout outs to my coach, Joshua Kirby. Man, that guy is insane. If you're watching this, Josh. And shout outs to all the Halifax people, and especially like Patrick, Max, and the one behind the camera, Dan.
Yeah, for playing the worst deck in the room, yeah. Playing worst deck in the room.
Best test mates, like, man, like I spend every night with Max. You know this guy.
Anyways, let's get to the deck profiles. Oh, don't forget to like, comment, and send subscribe. Alright, let's get to it.
Oh, yeah, so I play, of course, the cash cards, 3 Fenrir.
Yeah.
3 Unicorn, 3 Rise Hard, 1 Scare Cash. And then the spells are just Wraith Soul, Birth, Theosis. So we cut the traps from the deck because I don't think the trap is worth it. Its preparation is a little bit nice when you want to extend, but it just rarely comes up, and it's also a brick that you can banish off on desires, which I do run in the deck. So it's to lessen the bricks and like to lessen like all the cards that I open. Like I think cutting ogre and cutting trap is what.
Okay, so no ogre and then no trap. Pretty
and
much.
Like this is the only extender I need with like Rise or something like that. Like,
sounds good.
Yeah, so you can play around Nib and stuff too. Like I didn't really get Nib this entire tournament. Like if you play into Nib, then it's kind of a.
It is what it is, eh?
Yeah, it is what it is, but like it's kind of a bozo move in Cash. But yeah, just standard like Cash or Theosis lets you extend.
Yeah.
I don't know who printed this card. Birth is crazy. The Wraith Soul pop came up a lot today, more than I thought it would. It came up with against Marincess where they just normal summon Piscalis, they special summon a tank from hand, and on res I just banish with Fenrir and pop the other one with Wraith Soul after my Shangrainer resolve to lock a zone. So like pretty good. Like everything just works together so well. Just standard stuff.
Thank you, Josh Kirby.
Yep, Joshua Kirby.
Joshua Kirby.
And for the spells, for non-engine, of course, we play 3 desires and 1 prosperity. I honestly think, at first, I was definitely gonna cut this card. This card came up way too many times today, so thank you, Joshua Kirby, for like forcing me to keep this card in. Love you, man. Like this card comes up way more than you think. Like even as a 1-up, like it's something that you can draw into. Like, and if you don't get like FTK'd on your next turn, like you just fire it off and just go to town with it. And just desires just to draw into more hand traps, which will be coming up. And just 2 talents because health's good. And terraforming. This deck does brick. I did lose my round 5 against Unchained because I didn't draw the right cards with desires. I just had like a full hand of just hand traps and like
no shifter.
Like
No shifter.
Not even shifter, bro. Like it's just I did shifter him like I draw phase, but like it's I didn't draw anything good. And,
that's fair. That's fair.
So you need the consistency card, and
definitely
worth playing that. And there's Ash, and there's the fucking there's the best card of the deck. Shifter. There you go. Shifter is. This is the reason I play this deck, and this is also the reason I don't want to play this deck. Shifter is like just insane this matchup. It's sort of counterintuitive, but I play Valor with it. I sometimes side with Sal going first for D-Fissure. It's been good, but like I don't know how I feel about it. My side is also kind of weird. I really want to fix it after this regionals, but
fix it. You're not gonna own this deck anymore, bro. You're not gonna play this deck anymore.
Actually, no, never mind. The goat today, Mornar came out so much. Like I had a Kashmir match today, and Mornar was also goat. And also like Mornar's so crazy under Shifter. Like you can't activate any of these under Shifter, and these were like just amazing. And also it burns. It never came out today, but it does burn. People forget that sometimes. And thing that doesn't let you play into talents.
Alright.
And then extra deck, we play 1 Baron because Baron. It actually came up like the standby phase thing came up once today. I shifted a guy twice in the same game. because I shifted it on draw phase. I used Baron's negate, and then on his standby, I drew shifter for turn. I Baron the floor, target my shifter, bounce it, and summon shifter, and then on res I shifter it again. So we just just scooped on the spot. But yeah, that's Baron.
So disgusting.
This is actually a pretty good extender piece too, like for follow up. If you have like Theosis in graveyard, you can banish like a cash card and like a Theosis, and grab the cash card that you banished off the first pop. It's a really crazy card. Zeus never made it, but still a good card. Typhon's good. Sometimes like it does suck that your field spell like increases everything on your board by 100 for every attribute on the board, and sometimes this prevents you from activating those cards. So I was really careful at making it, but it actually came up that this card couldn't activate its own effect because of the own floodgate effect under cash spell, under cash field spell. So what I did was I set Wraithoth and then use the effect to bounce, and then I activate Wraithoth to search. So it's cool, but yeah, very weird interaction sometimes. Big Eye, you know, just take something.
Big Eye,
yeah. NTR, you know. And then this card came up against the Dynamorphia player today. It just I normally put it in for a time card, but I just happened to play against the Dynamorphia round 3 and just pretty much FTK'd him with this. Shang, I never missed the second one, other than a few times where it got banished face down. But there was the one time that I was testing, and this was in the banish because of SP. And then I banished Theosis and shuffled this back.
Okay.
And then I made it again, like, so it doesn't come up too much. Like, just the one is good.
Okay.
For this specific thing too. Access code for game, you know, access code. SP, good card. I don't need to explain that. This is to get Nib out the verse sometimes, if you can get a normal summon. And also, if you can't really get like anything else that you have on your board that your opponent gave you or something like that, like a token or like something like that, one perpetual token, just make this and pop a card. It empties itself. Like, it's good.
Okay.
This is the package for the
Nibiru packet.
yeah, Nibiru package.
Nibiru
yeah.
packet.
I went into this like twice today, like twice or thrice. I made this game 1 against a cash player, Kashmir, because I knew that he wasn't maining Nib. So made this, just drew a bunch of cards and like pretty much got the win there. And funny that like this line can also get you into access code. Like,
Yeah.
pretty cool. But these are mostly just like prosperity banish targets if you go second.
Okay. Fair enough.
That's the extra deck.
Fair enough.
For sides, Bell is a go today. Bell, games 2 and 3. Against Unchained, I used every single copy, I think, for them to summon back like cards off the graveyard. It was so good. Like, I originally cited it for like branded players, but Bell came up a lot against not branded players.
Yeah.
Nib was very weird. Every time I sided in, I drew it. It only came out during the Marisa game, and really not much else. I think Nib is 50-50 in this deck. Like, you gotta crash it, put the token in attack, but gotta crash it and go main phase too. So you lose your main phase, or you lose your battle phase, and you also like lose a lot of life points. Like, but Nib is very good against certain decks, and I think Nib was still the choice for the side deck.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Phantasma's was weird. I'm not gonna play Phantasma after this. It never came up to draw 2 cards. Like, I sided it in against a cash player, and they never made a link. Like, they never even freaking made SP. So
Because they not charge could be disabled. Should be charged could be disabled.
And also, like, it summons itself, and if you go second, like, you can't really clear it off the field.
Yeah.
So it's mid. Shifter number 2. This card was stand-in for the Veiler, if I go first. I don't think it ever... I think it's like a win more card in my opinion, like, solely my opinion. It's just if you draw it, then you just activate it, and your opponent can't play the game anyway. But I don't know if people didn't open droll or anything like that, but I never got droll like more than twice today. So
Too good,
yeah.
buddy. Too good.
Strike is kind of weird.
Yeah.
I don't find myself playing Strike again, but it came up a lot during testing, so I wanted to play and try it out.
Could it have been a different cards if you weren't playing this?
It could have definitely been a different card. Like it could have been like a third Mourner or like a Call By or something like that. Like I think there's way more cards that you could play. Like especially with Diamond Freya, I missed like Lightning Storm and Feathers Duster and like Cosmic so much.
Yeah.
And this card was just in there solely for the fact that I want to play it against Snake Eyes because like striking an Ash is so good, or like Snake Eyes Ash is so good.
Yeah.
Like, but it never came up. I only played one Snake Eye today during the match, so
Okay.
yeah, it's a little
fair.
bit weird, but yeah.
So what were your main deck side part looking like?
What about my main deck and side part? What looking what?
Basically, what would your side pattern looking like?
What was my side pattern looking like? So basically, like I mentioned, this for Valor, and just this for just like one of like. Like Valor's, a copy of Riseheart and Theosis, sometimes the one of Terraforming, the one of Prosperity came out to that sometimes. Like, definitely, like, the signing patterns are very linear. Just take out your one-offs, or take out, like, an Riseheart Theosis and just, like, slide any of these cards in.
That's fair.
Kinda cool.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Never seen a 20 minutes cast deck profile. So
Yeah.
you did very good. Congrats on your first top regional,
Thank you.
second place. I hope see you soon at High Sectional. Not playing this Charles Kirby special sauce, but shout out Charles Kirby.
Yeah, love you, Joshua.